What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a blessed and awesome day. It's Taco Tuesday, and you know what that means. Get your grub on, man, because tacos are amazing. You know, I grew up in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and so I know what good cuisine is. And if you've never been, I highly recommend to go to Santa Fe and, that's all I can say. You know, it's like, I just had my brain just was like, seeing tacos. It's tacos. You know, because life is happy when you have tacos. But I want to go ahead and talk to you about the time that we have in this and whatever is given to us. You know, we're only given a certain finite amount of time in this world. And what are we doing? Are we playing chess or are we playing checkers? You know, and when you look at checkers, I kind of look at it as like it's the person who just lives for the weekend and doesn't have anything else going for them. They're like, oh yeah, it's the weekend, let's go ahead and party! And you don't really have any goals, dreams, or aspirations because you're just living for the weekend. And that, to me, that's just like you're just jumping over the checkers, just doing the mundane things like time to make the donuts, not really living your purpose in life. Whereas if you're playing chess, you are making every single move strategic. You are being cautious of the time that you're living. You know, like, hey, you know, I got to go to this, I got to do that. So you're prioritizing things in your life. You're prioritizing people in your life too. And I know for a fact that when I hear people say like, well, this person is busy, no one is ever too busy to communicate with you. Because if that person is ticking up a phone and actually sending a little quick text message saying, hey, you know, I'm thinking of you. Hey, I'm going to be busy. And just wanted to have you tell you have a blessed day, thinking of you. I'll call you later on tonight. Or saying, oh, I'm going to stop by and I'm going to bring over some tacos, you know, whatever it is. So it's about being strategic with your time, and then you're there to conquer your goals. When I look at my folks and I look at how they were able to accomplish with very little, is because of they were able to maximize their time. They're able to maximize those dollars, make them spread, because they weren't going with playing the game of checkers. They're playing the game of chess. Every single move was strategic, planting the seeds for future growth, for future opportunities, and knowing that yes, this might not be at this moment, might not grow, but it's just like every single thing. When you plant a seed and you start watering it, you know, and that eventually that seed is going to start blossoming, and you just look 20 years down that road, now you got this full blossoming tree. Like in my family, we had tons of apple trees and a plum tree, and every year that, you know, they would either be bearing the fruit, and other times it might not be bearing as much fruit as maybe it did before. But the thing is like it all started with the seed. Just like everything that you want out of life, it starts with your want. I want this, but yet do you have that discipline in order to get what you want out of life? If you're just going through the motions, then you're just playing the game of checkers rather than playing chess. Because when you're playing chess, you know what you want. You know you're going to capture that next opportunity. You know that if you did that, you're finding ways of winning and putting your opponent in a difficult situation. And that's the same thing, instead of just going through the motions in life. So my friends, I want to just leave you with that. You know, besides it's Taco Tuesday and get some tacos on, I want to leave you with this about conquering your day, maximizing your time, and living your life knowing that you're planting the seeds, then you're leaving a legacy for your family. And if you don't want to do it for you, do it for them, my friends. You guys have a blessed, you guys have an awesome day. Be about it instead of talking about it, and namaste.